Spiritual awakening can be challenging because as we come into a greater understanding of our power, we also go through a series of ego deaths. And it is not easy to sit in the fires of transformation. This is why self-compassion is key. It not only eases our pain, it allows us to gain the insights we need in order to level up. Awakening is remembering who we really are as divine beings. Ultimately, it aligns us with our soul and sets us free. But let's be real, the process of awakening often feels like a big deconstruction because it's a process of releasing all that we are not. We shed layer after layer of the false self, and it takes courage to reclaim our sovereignty and authenticity. And it's during these periods of deconstruction, when the wounded ego is taking a hit, that we really need to practice self-compassion. Maybe we've fallen back into an old pattern. Maybe we think we've made a huge mistake, or maybe things just aren't as we thought they were. During these moments, the natural reaction of the ego is to deny, blame, or justify its position. It wants to punish us and make us wrong so that it can regain control over our psyche. It's trying to protect us, but it's only keeping us stuck. When the old versions of ourselves are falling away, self-compassion becomes our saving grace. It breaks the fall of the wounded ego and allows us to be comfortable in our skin, even in the midst of transformation. So we can stop being so hard on ourselves. We can stop judging ourselves for what happened or what didn't happen. And we can forgive ourselves when we realize that we were operating under false premises that didn't really serve us. I can't stress how important self-compassion is on the awakening journey. It's a pattern interrupt that gets us through the dark nights of the soul. It stops the dialogue of the ego and allows us to be okay with who we are and what we've been through. It also paves the way for us to learn our lessons from whatever situation we're in. We can't learn our lessons if we're busy beating up on ourselves, and compassion shifts the gears. It allows us to ask, how can I honor myself more in this situation? And what is it that I need to release in order to really move forward? There's always insight to gain, no matter how difficult the situation may be, but we have to be open to it. And we don't always know the lessons we're learning when we're in the thick of it. And self-compassion acts as a bridge that gets us through that void space. For example, we might think we need to be harder on ourselves so we can get in shape, when the deeper lesson is that we need to love and accept ourselves more just as we are, and only then can we step into better health. The insights that self-compassion provides support us in breaking through our perceived limitations. And this is how we really level up. So every time the ego wants to corner us and keep us in that old pattern or that toxic cycle, self-compassion provides relief and a way forward. It really does bring us back into our hearts. And then we see, oh, I just needed to have better boundaries there. I just needed to honor myself. I just needed to realize that this limitation isn't even relevant for me anymore. And with each awakening we have, we can make new decisions that are more aligned with our truth and authenticity. So it's not blame or stricter rules that gets us to change. It is a relentless practice of self-compassion that allows every experience to be okay. We are okay on our awakening journey, no matter how crazy it gets. No matter how much uncertainty we're in, we love ourselves through the tough spots. And sometimes it's every few minutes that we need to breathe and remind ourselves, I am okay. There is higher insight coming in, even though I can't see it yet. And it's okay if I fall back or if I make mistakes. I'm learning and I'm getting it at deeper and deeper levels each time. And the more I release, the more I ascend. It helps to realize that as we continue to expand our consciousness, we continue to become aware of the ways in which we were contracted. This is how awakening works, and it is very humbling. And this is yet another reason why self-compassion is so essential. And through all this, we are not becoming someone new. We are just getting closer and closer to the beautiful truth of who we really are as divine beings. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.